Okay, guys, I told you I had a jewelry jar. First of all, I love this jar. I don't know who did this, but I'm keeping the jar. I am not keeping this. That's garbage. First thing in the garbage. I do like this on the top, so I'll keep it. There's what I paid for the jar, $10. I can see there's some things in here that are just total garbage. I do see some watches. People do buy watches. One that interests me is the bangle right there. Also what drew interest were these. So I know this is either taped or glued. I don't know how they have this on there. It looks like, son of a gun, they glued it. Now how am I supposed to open this damn jar? Why did they glue it? Did they think people weren't going to want to open it? Are you kidding me? This isn't to look at, people. Oh my good Lord. They glued it. Are you flipping kidding me? I am not breaking this jar to open it. I gotta figure out how to get this open. I wonder what kind of glue they freaking used. If I have to break this jar, I'm going to call the food pantry and I'm going to complain. I want to know whose brilliant idea it was to glue this top down. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm hoping that they only put like a line of glue. But I will be, next time I go there, I'm going to complain not to glue the lids down. That is just so many levels of wrong. It looks like there's glue inside. I was wondering why none of the jars had tape on them. I never thought in a million years that they actually glued the damn lids on. Well, here's to hoping that the whole lid isn't glued on or I have to break a jar. It's twisting, guys. Come on. Come on. Are you kidding? Guys. That lid is not budging. It is glued in. It is completely glued in. The only reason this is turning is it's the glass inside that plastic seal. Okay, I'm going to complain to the food pantry thrift store for gluing the lids on. They should have never done that. Never. That is a hazard. They do some things down there that are just unbelievable that they've gotten into other trouble for, believe it or not. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this inside. I'm going to pause you guys. I'm going to take this inside and I'm going to run hot water over this, see if I can get that lid off. I'll bring you back. Okay, I'm back, and Alan took a knife and did some prying, and now I got to find the spot that he pried open because he stuck it back down. Okay, there we go. He got it started for me. I should be able to open it the rest of the way, or I should be able to. Well, there's a bunch of stuff on the floor because I did not know that it was stuff on top. Hold on. I gotta go to the floor and pick. Oh my god, I got stuff all over me. Hold on, guys. Pause a second. I don't know what I'll hit the floor. Okay, I think I pretty much have everything that hit the floor. That was on my seat. Now, for $10, I don't expect a whole lot. I expect to see a lot of stuff that is no good. Okay. My garbage bin is right there. I have some empty baggies here. Let's start with what they had crammed up in the lid. I'll take the beads off that. The rest of it is garbage. We have a handmade ring. Ow, that needs to have something done with that. Yeah, it's made with wire, so you can see what that looks like. Did I turn you back on? Yes. Okay. We have a, looks like handmade diacrylic. Someone was working with acrylic or pour. These are shell. I might take time to take that. It's got stuff tangled in it. This is what it would look like. I might take them all off and reuse them at a later date. We have a ton of earrings. I do have, if you hold them up, I do have my gem tester. Well, it's not a gem tester, it is a diamond tester. When you use one of these, you want to have your finger on the back. I'm waiting for it to stop. I wonder why it's still beeping. Okay. I think my battery might be dead. It shouldn't be. Turn it back on. This crazy ass thing has been a pain in my ass since I got it. That's just metal. If I was to find something that was diamond, it would light up. Metal. See, it'll tell you if it's supposed to light up if you're touching the diamond. And I doubt any of these are going to be diamond. Just because you know, But it's always fun to check, especially if I was to find one that was smaller. This I am not going to keep. And that earring I will not keep. I need a bin or something next to me. Let me get a bag. I'm going to put the definite not keeps in. This earring, I might. Let's put that to the side. I'm not well, I don't know. Let's do like that. That's garbage. They're disgusting looking. Let's turn this all the way off. They look so bad. That's an earring, but I can tell you right now that's not going to be diamond. Definitely not. Even the metal won't come up. We're going to get rid of that. Get rid of... That is so cheap. It feels cheap. Yeah, garbage. I'll probably keep that clasp. There might be something that goes with these backs, but I don't know where it would be. I'm not keeping old earring backs. That's just a bead. That has no markings. That is very lightweight. We're going to get rid of that. I might put these in like a jewelry lot to get rid of. No markings. There's that earring. That's just a plain Jane earring. That one's kind of cute, but you can tell it's not anything. There's no markings. Don't know why there would be a screw in there. There's the mate to that earring. I guess. There's the mate to that earring. That don't need to be there. This is all garbage. We'll check that one. I don't even see an indication of a marking, but that is so cheap it's worn off. We'll throw it over there. Where's the other one? It's really worn. We'll throw it in the jewelry baggie. Who knows? Somebody may want them. There's one to check. Another one to check. I'm getting rid of all this junk. That's like part of a key ring. I'll throw it in a goodie bag. Throw that. Those are earrings. Throw them in the goodie bag. I'll throw together a goodie bag and I will make my 10 bucks back just on the goodie bag. I already have two goodie bags that need to be sold. I just have not posted them. Whoops, what am I doing? Wrong way. All right. So there's what was in the top. A lot of garbage. And now, what's in the jar? So let me make piles off to the side. I'm going to put the earrings in here. We'll test some of those. And I want that off to the side. That's garbage. All right. I want to get these off because they're blocking everything coming out. These are belt buckles or on a belt. They actually can be sold. So I'll set them aside. There are no markings. They're quite heavy. And these are going to block stuff from coming out. So let's kind of pull stuff out. Oh, good grief. A lot of chunky. Oh, I do see some pretty in there. I'll have to clean all this glue off this jar. What do we got here? So this says Helzberg's. My mother's ring was in a box like this. And this is exactly what her ring box looked like. And her ring sat in here. And it was just a plain gold ring. This is actually quite valuable, guys, on eBay. We have a rose. This is leather, but it's falling apart, so it is actually trash. We're going to throw that right in the trash. Ew, that cord is like rubber, and it felt terrible. So we have a Geneva, or however you want to pronounce it, watch. And when I picked it up, I thought it was actually ticking. It has a stone up here. It could be crystal, could be diamond. It still has its tag on the back. It does not have any markings. So, it probably still would work if it had a new battery. And we have I'm going to assume, I would not put that in my ear. So I'm going to assume that this would be for your shoes. Tell me, guys, is that really for your ears? I don't think so. Okay, these is what caught my attention. There were a lot of these. And I'm not sure what stone this is, but look. Dyed jasper. Okay, here's another one. Yes, I'll be keeping these. This is on a really chintzy chain. Actually, it's holding up, but it's really short. So I will be keeping those. Here's another one. Very nicely wrapped, by the way. We have it feels like ceramic moon earring. So right there, I made my $10 back just in those. We have a bra extender. I don't need this, but people do look for them, so I'll set that aside. If there's a pair, we're good. Interesting. Why do you think you have to beep? Not diamond, but you know, it was fun to check. We're going to put that in there. This piece kind of interested me because it touched something. Look at this. Okay. They did not know what they had in this box. Oh my God. Guys, you're way up there. Let me bring you back down to earth. And tip you. I don't think you guys need to be up there quite that far. I hope you've seen everything I was trying to show you. I forgot I had you way up for the jar. Look at this. Okay. If you didn't see everything I held up before, I had these and it's marked dyed jasper. Those right there paid for the jar. The watch is Geneva or Geneva, however you want to pronounce it. The ring box is a Hellsberg. It's like my mom's ring. I just laid in there. It was a little gold band. That's all it was. The other thing I threw away, there's a big chunky earring. Now I don't know what I did with a pile of stuff that I was going to send off, but I guess it's that pile. Let's get this stuff out of here because everything's tangled into it. So we have this. Gosh, this looks like it should be marked, but maybe not. I'm not seeing anything. The paint is peeling though, so maybe not. It is an older piece, but man, I wouldn't want that at the back of my neck. That just, it's sharp, it's pointy, it's not very comfortable. It will go in with stuff that can go away. Okay, so this run away from me is slid off. It does have, it's a Geneva again. It says, let me get my other phone and zoom in on it because I can't read it. Camera. And I want to zoom. I want it to, come on. My phone just wasn't going to do what I wanted it to do. And it says, trying to tell you guys if my phone would agree with me. Stainless steel back, Japan movement quartz. That's what it says. So it is very pretty, very unique. I will put it in my booth. I will see if I can replace the battery, clean it up, and put it in my booth because it really has no major, I mean, it has gunk on it, but as far as actual wear, as in, I mean, it's dirty. It is really dirty. I'm going to do some research. This is gorgeous. It will be at my booth. We have that other earring. This is attached to that. Okay. I want these. Oh, this isn't attached to that. Okay. So we have this. I would say it was pretty, but it's really badly damaged. So that is, unfortunately, I'll put it in that because I don't want to throw it away. This is, it feels terrible. Like it's got something on it. All right, this, I like these. I'm keeping these, but I don't like the cord it's on. Oh, it's even breaking. See that? All right, so that needs to be restrung. So that's a major thing. That right there would also just on its own pay for the thing. So I have done really good on this one. I'm going to keep one of these because how big is that? Yes. I now have a noodle. I have several noodles. If you guys don't know what I mean by noodle, when you're making and you want to do a barrel knot, you want a bead noodle to slide your leather through. Well, I haven't had a bead noodle, so I've been trying to do barrel knots and I gave up without a noodle. Well, now I have several. I'm going to take this apart and use, the beads are really grubby. I'll probably just throw them away and I'll clean up the noodles and use them. That's a plus. This is just junky plastic. Wow, this is like, whoever had this smoked. You can smell the cigarette smoke just coming off that. I'm not even gonna try to. I was like, something smells cigarette-y. I think it was that. And I bet this was the same person's. Yeah, it smells like cigarette smoke. And you can see the tar, the nicotine on the bracelet. That's like, oh, that's a turn off, guys. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. Let me get that earring out of there. This is beautiful. Is there any stones missing? No. 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 This is beautiful. Okay. It's probably not marked, but it will be at my booth as pre-owned and loved. I will, of course, take a jeweler's cloth and wipe it down. Has a really nice clasp. The clasp and the chain all match. So it's not been married to anything. That is beautiful. And it's clean. So, and I have more than one. There's two. All right, let's double check. Is there anything missing? Get the hair off from it. Oh my gosh, guys. All right, let's go to something else fabulous. That is in great shape. Okay. Do we have a marking? No, it is a little worn. There is a mark right there. Let's see if I can bring this up and see what it says. No, it's like, I don't know what it's supposed to be, but you can't read it. It opens like that. I can put this at my booth for like $2, $3. It's a quick sell. It is gorgeous and someone's gonna love it. Goes in the jewelry thing. Oh, they're cute. Something like these I would sell. Not those. Not that. That's on a plastic back. Okay, so I'm going to leave those here. Okay, so this big watch, it is a Casio and water resistant. So that brings money. And it says, this is heavy. It's got, so what's that number? If I can get my phone not to wiggle. 1330 MTP 1165 stainless steel back, water resistant, Japan movement, DY, cased in China. That's what the back reads. This is well worth putting a battery in and seeing if we can get it to work. If it does work, that's big money at my booth. These are, that's an earring. So is that. But nothing I'm going to put in my booth. Neither is that. Or those. Pretty, but nope. Nope. If they weren't so dirty, I would think about it. More of these, I'm not sure what they're made of. Definitely keeping. And if this wasn't so scratched up, I would consider keeping it and using it on a necklace or something, or like a sun catcher. There's the other earring there. There's that other moon earring, which, I don't know, guys. They're pretty marked up. We'll get rid of them. Send the love on to somebody else. Look at this one. It's just a crystal bead, but the way she wrapped it was very nice. She didn't really leave much room to make a loop here, but I think I can work with it. We'll keep it. So what I'm left with down here is this moon, which I don't have a mate for. You know what? We're just going to pass them on. I wanted to check this. This is probably not diamond. Pretty sure it's not. No. I can guarantee you this is not a diamond. I can see the way, and it's in plastic. These are not diamonds. Okay. Those are garbage. Those are garbage. That's garbage. These go there. All right. One last thing to look at. This chunker of a watch. There's no maker written inside of it. On the back, we have a lot of things going on here. Base metal bezel, Gen WM, battery, stainless steel back. Not something I'm going to keep. I'll pass that on. So I'm going to turn my gem tester off, put it away. I really didn't see anything I thought might have been a diamond. I just wanted to, play around with this a little bit. You can get these on Amazon. Okay. This is a bag that's going to go bye-bye. I will put this up for a jewelry bag. I'm including that. Anything else there? No. And let me see what I had in here. Just more earrings. Okay. They can go in there. So there, I have created a small little jewelry bag that I'll put for like $5. And somebody can have that. All right. What I'm keeping and what I can get out of it, I will put a battery in this, and then I will turn around. Oops, that needs to go in that bag. I don't want it on my desk. Get that out of there. All right. I will put a battery in this, and I'll do some research. I'll probably put it on my table and see if I can get $20 out of it. Or if you're watching this video and you want it, please reach out to me. My email will be in the description. And this I will obviously wipe down with a jeweler's cloth, put it on my booth. I am having a sale at my home the beginning of April. So this all will be available then also. This also will get cleaned up. This is a beautiful watch. Get a battery put in it. If I have the right batteries here, I will have it done. And these will also be here. And I'll probably put like 10 or 15 on it, depending on how much the battery costs. And the reason why I'm not going to put so much is because it does have, and I think it's just dirt, because when I wipe it, I get crap on my finger. So I need to clean it with a jeweler's cloth. No wet. Don't want to put anything wet on it. But it is a pretty watch. It's kind of what's coming back into style for some women, because women are wanting that nostalgia of the older jewelry. So that will be at my booth. This, I want to kind of redo this, not like this, because when I run this through my fingers, this feels very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. I don't like it. It doesn't flow nicely in my hand when I want to wear a piece of jewelry. I want it to lay nicely. I want it to flow nicely. And as you can see, it's broken. Okay, so it has to be restrung to begin with. And when I restring this, it will be on regular wire. And I'll probably add something else in it, but this is gorgeous. It's a shame that it's not all here, but I think once I restring this on, yeah, because those are beads. They have good size hole in them. And these have a good size hole in them. This one's actually broken. So I will definitely check each of these. And I will be restringing this whole thing. It's sad that that one's broken. But, you know, this is a project piece. And once I get done with it, it will probably be on my table for like $15. These are all going to be made into new jewelry. This one definitely needs a better chain. I don't use this plastic feeling chain. It just isn't very, very good quality. This one here, I should be able to roll a loop. It's going to be very tight, very tiny. We'll see. I may not be able to use it, but we'll see. But the rest of them are ready to go on. So there's those. And once I put these on a chain, I'll put them out for like $10 a piece. This one, again, is going to get completely restrung on something better so that it lays just like it is. It is very pretty though. So that one needs to be restrung completely on a little bit longer of a cord. I don't have, yes, I do have a green. So that would be good. These just need to have their chains clean. They feel very grubby. So they need a good wipe down with a jewelry cloth. And they'll each go out, not at the same time. I'll put one out and I'll probably put it out for $10 because they are very unique. And I'll also do some research too. I think they're Cora. I don't think they're any fancy brand, but they're very pretty. So I have those too. This, like I said, is just something I'm going to take apart for myself. This is something, both of them I'm taking apart for myself. This is trash. And this watch also is a Geneva. It's nothing real fancy, but if I can put a battery in it and it works, I can put it out for $5. This here, I'll do some research, but this is quite old. And it is plastic, guys. So, but my mother's ring box was just like this. So I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but anyways, so that's what I'm keeping out of this entire jar. There's also these that go on belts. You can set one up to be a belt buckle. There's no actual buckle, but yeah. I'll probably do something with these. I'm not sure yet. But there is all of what I got from this. And anyways, let me know what you think of this little haul. And I appreciate everybody for watching. And yeah, thank you for being here. And I'll talk to all of you guys down in the comments below. Bye, everybody.